Ladies and gentlemen, today I want to talk about a powerful message that resonates deeply with our journey of personal growth. Stop being soft. Life often challenges us, pushing us to confront our fears, insecurities, and the comfort zones we've created. It's time to embrace strength, resilience, and the fierce determination that lies within each of us. Embracing your strength is a fundamental aspect of personal growth that often gets overlooked. It begins with recognizing that strength comes in many forms: physical, emotional, and mental. When we talk about strength, we often envision someone who is muscular or visibly powerful. But true strength is much more nuanced. It's about resilience in the face of adversity, the ability to stand firm in your beliefs, and the courage to confront your fears. To truly embrace your strength, start by acknowledging your unique qualities and abilities. Take time to reflect on past challenges you've overcome. What skills did you draw upon? What skills did you draw upon? What inner resources did you tap into? Each of us has faced difficult moments that have tested our resolve, and those experiences have equipped us with tools for future challenges. Recognizing these moments not only builds confidence, but also reinforces the understanding that you are capable of navigating whatever life throws your way. Additionally, embracing your strength means letting go of self-doubt and negative self-talk. Often, we can be our own harshest critics, undermining our abilities and potential. Challenge those inner narratives that tell you you're not enough. Replace them with affirmations that celebrate your resilience and capacity for growth. Surrounding yourself with positive influences can also amplify this message. Seek out people who see your potential and encourage you to pursue it wholeheartedly. Moreover, developing a sense of physical strength can complement emotional and mental resilience. Engaging in activities that challenge your body, whether it's lifting weights, practicing yoga, or taking long hikes, can cultivate a deeper sense of confidence and empowerment. Physical activity releases endorphins, which not only improve your mood, but also reinforce the notion that you are strong and capable. Facing your fears is one of the most transformative steps you can take on your journey to personal empowerment. Fear is a universal experience. It affects everyone, but how we respond to it can define the trajectory of our lives. Often we allow fear to dictate our choices, leading us to avoid situations that could foster growth and opportunity. However, when we shift our perspective and decide to confront our fears, we open the door to profound transformation. The first step in facing your fears is to identify them. Take a moment to reflect on what holds you back. Is it fear of failure, rejection, or the unknown? Naming your fears can diminish their power. When you bring them into the light, they become less daunting and more manageable. Write them down, articulate them, and explore the roots of these fears. Understanding where they come from is crucial. Often, fears are tied to past experiences, societal expectations, or limiting beliefs that may no longer serve you. Once you've identified your fears, the next step is to confront them gradually. This is often referred to as exposure therapy, a psychological technique that involves facing fears in a controlled and manageable way. Start small. If public speaking terrifies you, begin by sharing your thoughts in a small group of trusted friends. Celebrate those small victories. Each time you confront a fear, no matter how minor it may seem, you build resilience and confidence. Another essential aspect of facing fears is reframing your mindset. Instead of viewing fear as a barrier, try to see it as an opportunity for growth. Ask yourself, what can I learn from this fear, or how will facing this fear enhance my life? This shift in perspective can transform fear into a catalyst for action. Instead of being paralyzed by what might go wrong, focus on the potential for what could go right. Moreover, it's important to cultivate a strong support system as you navigate your fears. Share your goals with trusted friends or mentors who can provide encouragement and accountability. Sometimes just knowing you have a support network can make facing fears feel less overwhelming. Surround yourself with people who inspire you to be brave and who understand that fear is a natural part of the growth process. As you confront your fears, practice self-compassion. Understand that it's okay to feel afraid, and it's normal to experience setbacks. Growth isn't linear, it's filled with ups and downs. Acknowledge your feelings without judgment. This compassionate approach allows you to maintain your motivation and keep moving forward, even when faced with obstacles. Lastly, remember that facing fears is not just about overcoming them, it's about the transformation that occurs along the way. Each time you confront a fear, you expand your comfort zone. You discover new aspects of yourself and uncover strengths you didn't know you possessed. This journey of facing fears is ultimately about empowerment. It's about reclaiming control over your life and realizing that you are capable of more than you ever imagined. Setting boundaries is a crucial yet often overlooked component of personal empowerment and self-care. Many of us have been conditioned to prioritize others' needs over our own, which can lead to burnout, resentment, and a sense of being overwhelmed. Establishing clear boundaries is not only essential for your well-being, but also a vital expression of self-respect and self-worth. To begin setting boundaries, it's important to understand what they are and why they matter. Boundaries are the limits we establish in our relationships, dictating how we want to be treated by others. They can be physical, emotional, or time-related. For instance, physical boundaries might involve personal space, while emotional boundaries pertain to your feelings and how you allow others to impact them. Time boundaries can dictate how much of your time you're willing to allocate to work, social commitments, or even family obligations. By clearly defining these boundaries, you protect your mental, emotional, and physical health. The first step in setting boundaries is self-reflection. Take time to assess your current relationships and obligations. Where do you feel drained, overwhelmed, or taken for granted? Identify the areas in your life where you need to assert your boundaries more clearly. Journaling can be a helpful tool for this process, allowing you to articulate your feelings and pinpoint specific situations that require boundary setting. Once you've identified your needs, communicate them clearly and assertively. This can be challenging, especially if you're not used to asserting your desires. Practice using I statements, which express your feelings without placing blame. For example, instead of saying, "You never listen to me," you might say, "I feel unheard when our conversations don't allow space for my thoughts." This approach fosters open dialogue and reduces defensiveness in others. It's also important to be consistent with your boundaries. Setting a boundary once is not enough, it requires reinforcement. If someone crosses a boundary you've established, address it promptly. This may mean having a follow-up conversation where you remind them of your limits. Consistency not only reinforces your commitment to your boundaries, but also teaches others how to treat you. Setting boundaries can sometimes evoke feelings of guilt, particularly if you're used to accommodating others. It's essential to recognize that establishing boundaries is not selfish, it's an act of self-care. You cannot pour from an empty cup. By prioritizing your well-being, you position yourself to be more present and engaged in your relationships. When you take care of yourself, you're ultimately in a better place to support others. Another key aspect of boundary setting is understanding that it might provoke resistance or discomfort from those around you. People often become accustomed to a certain dynamic, and any change can be met with pushback. This is a normal response, but it's vital to remain firm in your decisions. Anticipate this resistance and prepare for it mentally. Remind yourself that your boundaries are in place for a reason and that it's okay to prioritize your needs. Moreover, recognize that boundaries aren't just about saying no to others, they also involve saying yes to yourself. This can include setting aside time for self-care, pursuing hobbies, or engaging in activities that bring you joy. When you establish these boundaries in your personal life, you create space for growth, creativity, and fulfillment. Lastly, remember that setting boundaries is an ongoing process. Life changes, and so do your needs and boundaries. Periodically reassess your boundaries and adjust them as necessary. This adaptability is part of honoring your evolving self and recognizing that your boundaries must reflect your current state of being. Owning your story is a transformative journey that plays a crucial role in personal empowerment. Each of us has a unique narrative shaped by our experiences, triumphs, and challenges. However, many people struggle with their past, allowing it to define them rather than using it as a source of strength. Embracing and owning your story means acknowledging every part of your journey, the good, the bad, and everything in between, and recognizing that these experiences contribute to who you are today. To begin this process, it's important to reflect on your life's narrative. Consider the significant moments that have shaped you. What are the key experiences that have influenced your beliefs, values, and identity? These can range from pivotal events like graduating from school or starting a family to more challenging experiences such as loss, failure, or trauma. By taking the time to examine these moments, you begin to understand how they have contributed to your growth and resilience. One critical aspect of owning your story is reframing your experiences. It's easy to focus on negative events and let them overshadow the positive aspects of your life. Instead of viewing setbacks as failures, consider them as lessons. Ask yourself what you learned from these experiences and how they helped you grow. This shift in perspective can empower you, transforming feelings of shame or regret into gratitude and strength. For instance, if you faced a difficult breakup, reflect on how it taught you about your needs and relationships or helped you discover your independence. As you embrace your narrative, it's essential to practice self-compassion. Understand that everyone has flaws and makes mistakes. Recognizing your humanity allows you to treat yourself with kindness rather than harsh judgment. When you own your story, you acknowledge that your experiences do not define your worth. Instead, they provide context for your growth. This self-compassion fosters resilience, making it easier to bounce back from challenges and to view setbacks as stepping stones rather than roadblocks. Another powerful aspect of owning your story is sharing it with others. When you open up about your experiences, you not only validate your journey, but also create connections with those around you. Your story has the potential to inspire and resonate with others who may be facing similar challenges. Vulnerability can be a source of strength that fosters empathy and understanding, allowing you to build deeper relationships. Consider sharing your story through writing, speaking, or even informal conversations with trusted friends. The act of sharing can be cathartic and affirming, reinforcing your sense of agency over your narrative. Moreover, owning your story involves acknowledging and accepting your emotions. It's natural to feel a wide range of emotions about past experiences: sadness, anger, joy, or relief. Instead of suppressing these feelings, give yourself permission to feel them. Processing emotions is an essential part of healing and growth. Journaling, therapy, or creative expression can provide outlets for these emotions, helping you understand and integrate them into your narrative. It's also important to recognize that your story is not static, it is continuously evolving. As you grow and change, so too will your understanding of your experiences. Be open to revisiting and reframing your narrative over time. What you once saw as a limitation might become a source of strength as you gain new insights. This fluidity allows you to adapt and embrace new chapters in your life. Lastly, owning your story empowers you to take control of your future. When you fully embrace your past, you can approach the present with a sense of clarity and purpose. You are no longer a victim of your experiences, but an active participant in your life. This shift in mindset enables you to set intentions for your future, align your actions with your values, and pursue goals that resonate with your authentic self. Taking responsibility for your life is one of the most empowering steps you can take on your journey towards self-actualization. This principle emphasizes the importance of acknowledging that you are the architect of your own existence, which can radically change how you approach challenges and opportunities. It's about recognizing that your choices, big and small, shape your reality, and that you have the power to influence your circumstances. To begin embracing this concept, it's essential to cultivate self-awareness. Self-awareness allows you to understand your thoughts, feelings, and behaviors and how they contribute to your life's outcomes. Take time to reflect on your choices. Why did you make certain decisions? What factors influenced your actions? When you actively engage in self-reflection, you begin to see patterns in your behavior and how they relate to the results you experience. Journaling can be an excellent tool for this process, as it encourages you to articulate your thoughts and feelings, helping you gain clarity on your actions. Once you have a clearer understanding of your choices, it's important to shift from a mindset of blame to one of accountability. It's easy to fall into the trap of blaming external circumstances such as other people, societal pressures, or bad luck when things don't go as planned. While external factors can certainly impact your life, adopting a mindset of responsibility means recognizing that your response to those factors is where your power lies. You may not have control over everything that happens to you, but you do have control over how you react. By taking ownership of your reactions and decisions, you reclaim your agency. This accountability extends to both your successes and failures. When you celebrate your achievements, take pride in the choices and efforts that led you there. Recognizing your role in your successes reinforces your belief in your capabilities and encourages you to continue striving for your goals. Conversely, when faced with setbacks, instead of wallowing in disappointment, analyze what went wrong and how you can learn from it. This growth mindset enables you to view failures as opportunities for learning and development rather than as definitive endings. Taking responsibility also involves making proactive choices. This means setting clear goals and taking actionable steps toward achieving them. Consider what you truly want in various aspects of your life: career, relationships, health, and personal growth. Create a roadmap that outlines the steps necessary to reach these goals. Break them down into smaller, manageable tasks and hold yourself accountable for following through. This process transforms vague aspirations into tangible objectives, empowering you to take charge of your journey. Moreover, part of taking responsibility is recognizing the importance of self-care. Often, people neglect their own needs while focusing on external responsibilities, leading to burnout and dissatisfaction. By prioritizing self-care, you demonstrate that you value your well-being, which in turn enhances your ability to take responsibility for other aspects of your life. Make time for activities that rejuvenate you, whether that's exercise, meditation, creative pursuits, or simply resting. When you care for yourself, you are better equipped to handle challenges and take proactive steps toward your goals. Additionally, surround yourself with a supportive network that encourages accountability. Share your goals with trusted friends or mentors who can provide guidance, motivation, and constructive feedback. This community can help hold you accountable for your commitments and can offer diverse perspectives that enrich your decision-making process. Engaging with others who share similar aspirations can also foster a sense of belonging and motivation. Lastly, embrace the mindset that taking responsibility is a continuous journey. Life is inherently unpredictable and circumstances may change. Be open to adjusting your goals and strategies as needed. Regularly assess your progress, celebrate your achievements, and identify areas for improvement. This ongoing commitment to self-reflection and adaptability not only helps you grow, but also reinforces your sense of agency. Cultivating a supportive circle is a vital aspect of personal growth and empowerment. The people you surround yourself with can significantly influence your mindset, motivation, and overall well-being. A strong support system provides not only encouragement and validation, but also constructive feedback and accountability, helping you navigate challenges and celebrate successes. To begin cultivating a supportive circle, start by evaluating your current relationships. Consider who you spend the most time with and how they impact your life. Are these individuals uplifting and encouraging, or do they drain your energy and contribute to negativity? It's important to recognize that not all relationships are equally beneficial. Some may serve a purpose in your life, but others may hold you back from achieving your potential. Reflect on the dynamics of these relationships. Do they inspire growth, or do they reinforce self-doubt? Once you've assessed your existing relationships, it's time to seek out individuals who align with your goals and values. Look for people who uplift you, challenge you to be your best self, and inspire you to pursue your passions. This may involve reconnecting with old friends who have been positive influences or seeking out new connections through shared interests, communities, or professional networks. Engaging in activities that align with your passions, such as classes, workshops, or community events, can help you meet like-minded individuals who can become part of your support system. Building a supportive circle requires intentionality and effort. Once you identify individuals you want to connect with, take proactive steps to cultivate those relationships. Reach out and initiate conversations, share your goals and aspirations, and express your desire for mutual support. This openness can foster deeper connections and lay the groundwork for a reciprocal relationship where both parties feel empowered to share their experiences and challenges. As you nurture these relationships, it's essential to foster an environment of trust and authenticity. Be open about your struggles and victories and encourage others to do the same. Vulnerability can be a powerful catalyst for connection. When you share your challenges, you not only allow others to see your authentic self, but also invite them to share their own experiences. This exchange creates a sense of solidarity, reminding you that you are not alone in your journey. Moreover, prioritize quality over quantity in your relationships. It's better to have a small number of deep, meaningful connections than a large network of superficial ones. Focus on nurturing relationships with individuals who genuinely support you, challenge you, and contribute positively to your life. These connections will provide a solid foundation for your personal growth. In addition to building supportive relationships, consider the importance of being a supportive friend yourself. Offer encouragement, listen actively, and provide constructive feedback when needed. Being part of someone else's support system not only strengthens your bond, but also reinforces your own growth. As you uplift others, you create a reciprocal dynamic that fosters a sense of community and empowerment. It's also important to establish boundaries within your support circle. While it's essential to lean on others, it's equally important to recognize when a relationship becomes draining or toxic. Be mindful of the energy dynamics in your interactions. If someone consistently brings negativity or criticism into your life, it may be necessary to reassess that relationship. Setting boundaries ensures that your support circle remains a positive influence, allowing you to thrive. Finally, remember that cultivating a supportive circle is an ongoing process. People grow and change, and so do relationships. Periodically assess the health of your connections and be open to making adjustments. Embrace the idea that it's okay to let go of relationships that no longer serve you and be receptive to new connections that align with your evolving self. Practicing self-compassion is a fundamental element of personal growth and emotional well-being. It involves treating yourself with the same kindness, understanding, and support that you would offer a friend facing challenges. Many of us are quick to criticize ourselves, particularly when we experience setbacks or make mistakes. This harsh inner dialogue can lead to feelings of inadequacy, anxiety, and low self-esteem. In contrast, self-compassion allows us to embrace our imperfections and foster a healthier relationship with ourselves. To begin cultivating self-compassion, start by recognizing that being human inherently involves experiencing suffering, failure, and disappointment. You are not alone in facing difficulties. Every person struggles at various points in their life. This awareness can help you shift your perspective. Instead of isolating yourself in your pain, understand that suffering is a shared human experience. When you acknowledge this commonality, it becomes easier to extend compassion toward yourself. A key component of self-compassion is self-kindness. This means speaking to yourself in a gentle and supportive manner, especially during tough times. When you find yourself in a difficult situation, pause and take a moment to reflect on what you would say to a friend in a similar circumstance. Would you criticize them for their mistakes or offer encouragement and support? This exercise can help you reframe your internal dialogue. Instead of chastising yourself, try phrases like, "It's okay to struggle, everyone makes mistakes," or "I'm doing the best I can in this moment." Another essential aspect of self-compassion is mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness involves being present and aware of your thoughts and feelings without judgment. When you encounter negative emotions, rather than suppressing or ignoring them, allow yourself to feel and acknowledge them. This awareness creates space for self-compassion to flourish. You might say to yourself, "I'm feeling really anxious right now," and that's understandable given the circumstances. By acknowledging your feelings without judgment, you give yourself permission to experience and process them. Additionally, it's important to remember that self-compassion is not about self-pity or indulgence. It doesn't mean that you excuse harmful behaviors or neglect personal responsibility. Instead, self-compassion encourages you to take a balanced approach to self-care. Recognize when you need to make changes in your life or when to set new goals, but do so with a mindset of kindness rather than criticism. It's about holding yourself accountable while also treating yourself with respect and understanding. Practicing self-compassion also involves letting go of perfectionism. Many individuals hold themselves to unattainable standards, leading to chronic disappointment and frustration. Understand that perfection is not realistic and that mistakes are part of the learning process. Embrace the idea that it's okay to be imperfect. Celebrate your efforts and progress regardless of the outcome. This mindset shift can relieve the pressure you place on yourself and create a healthier perspective on achievement and growth. Engaging in self-care activities is another practical way to foster self-compassion. Make time for activities that nourish your mind, body, and spirit. Whether it's exercising, meditating, reading, or spending time in nature, prioritize practices that bring you joy and peace. These moments of self-care reinforce the message that you are worthy of love and attention, encouraging a more compassionate relationship with yourself. It can also be helpful to develop a self-compassion mantra or affirmation that resonates with you. This might be a simple phrase that encapsulates the essence of self-compassion, such as "I am enough" or "I deserve kindness and understanding." Repeat this mantra to yourself regularly, especially during challenging times. It serves as a reminder to treat yourself with compassion and reinforces the idea that you are deserving of care and support. Lastly, consider the power of community in fostering self-compassion. Sharing your experiences with others can create a supportive environment where vulnerability is encouraged. Join groups or communities that prioritize mental health and well-being, where individuals share their journeys and offer mutual support. This connection can reinforce the idea that self-compassion is not just an individual practice, but a collective one that thrives in supportive environments. Pursuing your passions is a vital aspect of living an authentic and fulfilling life. Engaging in activities that ignite your enthusiasm and resonate with your core values can lead to greater happiness, creativity, and a sense of purpose. Yet, many people find themselves trapped in routines or obligations that leave little room for exploration or personal expression. To truly thrive, it's essential to carve out time for what sets your soul on fire. To begin pursuing your passions, start by identifying what truly excites you. Reflect on moments when you felt most alive. What were you doing? What activities made you lose track of time? Consider your interests, hobbies, and dreams. This might involve revisiting childhood passions that you set aside or exploring new interests that have recently piqued your curiosity. Making a list of potential passions can help clarify what resonates with you. Don't limit yourself, allow your imagination to roam freely. Once you've identified your passions, the next step is to prioritize them in your life. Many people struggle with time management, often feeling overwhelmed by daily responsibilities. To create space for your passions, evaluate how you currently allocate your time. Consider what activities or obligations drain you and whether they align with your values. By eliminating or delegating less fulfilling tasks, you can free up time for what you love. This may mean setting aside specific hours each week dedicated solely to your passions, whether it's painting, writing, cooking, or pursuing a new sport. Setting realistic goals can help transform your passions into actionable pursuits. Start small instead of overwhelming yourself with lofty aspirations. Break down your passion into manageable steps. For instance, if your passion is writing, set a goal to write for 15 minutes each day. If you're interested in photography, aim to take a photo each week. These small, consistent efforts can build momentum and foster a sense of accomplishment. As you progress, you can gradually expand your goals, whether it's completing a project, participating in a local exhibition, or even sharing your work with others. Another important aspect of pursuing your passions is embracing a growth mindset. Understand that passion often involves a learning curve and that it's okay to be a beginner. Don't let fear of failure or perfectionism hold you back from exploring your interests. Instead, view challenges as opportunities for growth. Embrace the process of learning and experimenting, and remember that every expert was once a beginner. This mindset not only enhances your enjoyment, but also fosters resilience and adaptability. Additionally, seeking community and connection can enrich your passion pursuits. Engaging with others who share your interests can provide inspiration, motivation, and valuable feedback. Join clubs, workshops, or online groups related to your passions. Surrounding yourself with like-minded individuals fosters a supportive environment where you can share experiences, collaborate, and learn from one another. This sense of belonging can be incredibly motivating and can help you stay committed to your pursuits. Furthermore, it's essential to integrate your passions into your daily life, even in small ways. Look for opportunities to infuse what you love into your routine. If you're passionate about fitness, find ways to incorporate movement into your day, whether it's walking during lunch or trying a new workout class. If cooking is your passion, experiment with new recipes on weekends or invite friends to cook together. These little moments of joy can make a significant difference in your overall happiness and fulfillment. Don't forget to celebrate your achievements, no matter how small. Acknowledge the progress you make and the joy you experience while pursuing your passions. This celebration reinforces the idea that these activities are not just hobbies, but integral parts of who you are. Consider keeping a journal to document your journey, reflecting on your experiences, growth, and feelings. This practice can help you appreciate how far you've come and motivate you to continue. Finally, remember that pursuing your passions is a lifelong journey. Your interests may evolve over time, and that's perfectly okay. Stay open to new experiences and be willing to adapt your pursuits as you grow. Embrace the idea that it's never too late to explore new passions or rekindle old ones. This flexibility not only enriches your life, but also keeps your sense of curiosity alive. Embracing vulnerability is a transformative practice that can significantly enhance your personal growth and relationships. Vulnerability often carries a stigma, viewed as a sign of weakness or exposure to harm. However, it is, in fact, an essential aspect of being human, allowing for deeper connections, authenticity, and emotional resilience. When you allow yourself to be vulnerable, you open the door to profound self-discovery and genuine interactions with others. To start embracing vulnerability, it's crucial to redefine your understanding of it. Instead of seeing vulnerability as something to be avoided, recognize it as a strength. It takes courage to be open about your feelings, fears, and struggles. Acknowledging your vulnerabilities allows you to confront your emotions rather than suppress them, leading to greater self-awareness. This self-awareness can provide clarity about your needs and desires, ultimately guiding you toward personal growth. One powerful way to embrace vulnerability is to practice self-acceptance. Accept that everyone has flaws and insecurities. You are not alone in feeling this way. Start by reflecting on your perceived imperfections, whether they relate to your appearance, abilities, or past mistakes. Instead of viewing these aspects as weaknesses, consider them as integral parts of your unique story. Embracing your authentic self, imperfections included, fosters a sense of inner peace and confidence. Engaging in open communication is another vital component of vulnerability. Sharing your thoughts and feelings with trusted individuals can foster deeper connections and strengthen relationships. It's important to find safe spaces where you can express yourself without fear of judgment. This might involve confiding in a close friend, family member, or therapist. By sharing your experiences, you not only validate your feelings, but also encourage others to be open about their vulnerabilities, creating a reciprocal environment of trust and understanding. Practicing vulnerability in relationships can also lead to greater intimacy and connection. When you allow yourself to be open and honest with others, you invite them to do the same. This creates a shared space of authenticity where both parties feel safe to express their thoughts, fears, and dreams. As you build this emotional closeness, you strengthen the bonds that hold your relationships together, creating a sense of belonging and support that is invaluable. Another significant aspect of embracing vulnerability is acknowledging and confronting your fears. Fear often holds us back from being our true selves, preventing us from fully engaging with life. Take time to identify what you are afraid of, whether it's fear of rejection, failure, or judgment. By naming these fears, you can begin to understand their origins and impact on your life. Challenge yourself to take small steps toward facing these fears. For example, if you fear public speaking, consider starting by sharing your thoughts in a small group. Each time you face a fear, you build resilience and confidence, allowing vulnerability to transform from a source of anxiety into a powerful tool for growth. Additionally, practicing mindfulness can help you embrace vulnerability by fostering a non-judgmental awareness of your emotions. Mindfulness encourages you to observe your feelings without becoming overwhelmed by them. When you experience moments of vulnerability, such as sadness or anxiety, take a step back and acknowledge these emotions without criticism. This practice can create a sense of acceptance, allowing you to experience vulnerability without feeling paralyzed by it. Embracing vulnerability also means letting go of the need for perfection. Many people avoid being vulnerable because they fear exposing their imperfections or failures. However, perfection is an illusion that can stifle personal growth. Instead of striving for an unattainable ideal, focus on progress and learning. Celebrate your efforts and recognize that mistakes are valuable opportunities for growth. This mindset shift allows you to embrace vulnerability with a sense of courage, knowing that every experience contributes to your journey. Moreover, vulnerability can enhance creativity and self-expression. When you allow yourself to be open and authentic, you tap into a deeper well of inspiration. Whether through writing, art, or other forms of creative expression, vulnerability can lead to powerful and transformative work. By sharing your creative endeavors, you connect with others on a deeper level and inspire them to embrace their own vulnerabilities. Finally, remember that vulnerability is a continuous journey. It's not a one-time act, but a practice that evolves over time. As you grow and encounter new experiences, your relationship with vulnerability may shift. Stay open to exploring different facets of vulnerability, whether in personal relationships, creative endeavors, or source self-reflection. Embrace the idea that vulnerability is a sign of strength and a vital component of living authentically. Cultivating resilience is an essential skill for navigating life's challenges and maintaining a sense of well-being. Resilience is the ability to bounce back from adversity, adapt to change, and continue pursuing your goals despite setbacks. In a world that often presents obstacles, developing resilience empowers you to face difficulties with strength and determination. To begin cultivating resilience, it's important to recognize that it's a skill that can be developed over time. It's not an inherent trait, but rather a response to experiences and challenges. This understanding can be liberating. It means that no matter your current circumstances, you have the capacity to grow and strengthen your resilience. One foundational aspect of resilience is fostering a positive mindset. This doesn't mean ignoring difficulties or pretending everything is fine. Instead, it involves acknowledging challenges while maintaining hope and optimism about the future. When faced with setbacks, practice reframing your thoughts. Instead of thinking, I can't handle this, try shifting to this is difficult, but I can learn from it and grow. This subtle change in perspective can profoundly impact your ability to cope with adversity. Another important component of resilience is building emotional awareness. Being in tune with your emotions allows you to process feelings effectively and respond to challenges in a constructive manner. Regularly check in with yourself. What are you feeling? Why are you feeling this way? Engaging in practices like journaling or mindfulness can enhance your emotional awareness. By identifying your emotions, you can better understand their triggers and find healthy ways to cope with them. Developing problem-solving skills is also crucial for building resilience. When faced with challenges, approach them with a solution-oriented mindset. Break down the problem into smaller, manageable parts and brainstorm potential solutions. This proactive approach fosters a sense of control and agency, which is empowering in times of adversity. Remember that it's okay to ask for help when needed. Seeking support does not indicate weakness, but rather a smart strategy for overcoming challenges. Social connections play a significant role in resilience as well. Building and maintaining a strong support network provides you with resources and encouragement during tough times. Surround yourself with people who uplift you, challenge you, and provide perspective. Don't hesitate to reach out to friends, family, or colleagues when you're facing difficulties. Sharing your experiences can foster a sense of belonging and remind you that you are not alone in your struggles. Another key aspect of resilience is self-care. Taking care of your physical and mental health lays a strong foundation for resilience. Prioritize activities that nourish your well-being, such as exercise, healthy eating, adequate sleep, and relaxation techniques. When your body and mind are in a healthy state, you're better equipped to handle stress and adversity. Integrating self-care practices into your routine can enhance your overall resilience, making it easier to cope with challenges when they arise. Additionally, embracing a growth mindset is vital for resilience. This involves viewing challenges as opportunities for learning and growth rather than as insurmountable obstacles. When you approach difficulties with a mindset of curiosity and openness, you empower yourself to adapt and thrive. Recognize that setbacks are often stepping stones towards success. Each challenge you overcome contributes to your personal development. Cultivating resilience also involves setting realistic goals and expectations. It's important to have aspirations and dreams, but it's equally vital to set achievable milestones along the way. Break your goals into smaller, actionable steps and celebrate your progress, no matter how small. This approach not only keeps you motivated, but also reinforces your ability to navigate challenges successfully. Moreover, practicing gratitude can enhance your resilience. Focusing on what you appreciate in your life shifts your attention away from difficulties and fosters a sense of abundance. Consider keeping a gratitude journal where you write down things you are thankful for each day. This simple practice can help cultivate a positive outlook, making it easier to cope with adversity when it arises. Finally, remember that resilience is a lifelong journey. It's natural to experience ups and downs along the way. Be patient with yourself as you develop this skill and recognize that it's okay to feel overwhelmed at times. Allow yourself to rest and recharge when needed, and don't hesitate to seek support from others. The more you practice resilience, the stronger and more equipped you will become in facing life's challenges. In conclusion, cultivating resilience is a powerful and essential practice that enables you to navigate adversity with strength and determination. By fostering a positive mindset, building emotional awareness, developing problem-solving skills, nurturing social connections, prioritizing self-care, embracing a growth mindset, setting realistic goals, practicing gratitude, and understanding that resilience is a journey, you empower yourself to face life's challenges head-on. As you develop your resilience, you'll find that not only do you recover from setbacks more easily, but you also emerge from them stronger and more equipped for future challenges. Embrace this journey of resilience and allow it to guide you toward a more fulfilling and empowered life.